Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulullah. We welcome us back to another edition of the free Nahw and Sarf class. Inshallah, tonight we are going to be looking at Sarf Ismu Maf'uul that we started yesterday. So yesterday night we established that Ismu Maf'uul can be formed from the verbs, and from three-lettered verbs it has a scale of Maf'uulun. That is how we form Ismu Maf'uul from three-lettered verbs. And from four-lettered verbs we will change the Ya'ul Mudaari, the Arf of the Mudaari, to Mim domma. Then we replace the kasra on the second to the last letter to fatha. That is how we form it from four-lettered verbs. Also, we form Ismu Maf'uul from 5 and 6-lettered verbs the same way, by replacing the Arful Mudaari, which is the Ya or Ta, any letter that is there, with Mim domma, and also replacing the kasra on the second to the last letter to fatha. So here, the first one we have here is infa'ala. The mudaari yanfa'ilu. The ismu fa'il munfa'ilun. After replacing the ya with mim domma, then we have our ismu maf'ul. After replacing the kasra with fatha, munfa'ilun. An example is intasara. The mudaari yantasiru. Then we have muntasirun and muntasarun, our ismu maf'ul. The meaning of intasara is he helped. Yantasiru is helping, muntasirun the helper, muntasarun the entity that is being helped. Like Allah said in the Quran when Prophet Nuh prayed to him, Fada'a rabbahu anni maghlubun fantasir, and he called to his Lord, anni maghlubun, I have been overwhelmed, fantasir, so help me. So that fantasir is like fantasirni, so help me. So muntasar means that the entity that is being helped. We have here ifta'ala, the mudaari yafta'ilu, the ismu fa'il mufta'ilun, and our ismu maf'ul, after replacing the kasra here with fatha, we have mufta'alun. An example here is ikhtasara. The mudaari yakhtasiru, replacing the ya with mim, we have mukhtasirun, which is the ismu fa'il, and then replacing the kasra here with fatha, we have mukhtasarun. So ikhtasara means to summarize. Yakhtasiru, mukhtasirun means the summarizer, the one who summarizes. And mukhtasarun is the entity that is being summarized. So we might have heard from scholars or from people say we have mukhtasar Sahih Bukhari, that is the abridged version of Sahih Bukhari, that is the summarized version. So mukhtasar means an entity that is being summarized. So here we have tafa'ala, the 5-letter verbs that start with ta. We have tafa'ala, yatafa'alu, mutafa'ilun, which is the ismu fa'il, that is by replacing our ya with mim, and changing the fatha on the mudaari to kasra on the second to the last letter. We get our ismu fa'il mutafa'ilun. Then we now return the fatha back to kasra, back to fatha, to get our ismu maf'ul, which is mutafa'alun. An example here is taba'ada, which means he worshipped. Yataba'adu, mutaba'idun, the entity that worships, that is the worshipper. Taba'ada, ta'abbada, which means he worshipped. Yata'abbadu, which means he is worshipping. Muta'abbidun, which means the worshipper, and muta'abbadun, which means the worshipped. So here we have tafa'ala. We have tafa'ala here. Tafa'ala as the next verse. So here it is meant to be ta'abbada. Now we have tafa'ala. We have tafa'ala here. Then yatafa'alu, the mudaari, the ismu fa'il mutafa'ilun. After replacing our ya with mim, then we have mutafa'alun as the ismu maf'ul. An example is tanawala, yatanawalu, mutanawilun, which is the ismu fa'il, and mutanawalun, the ismu maf'ul. Tanawala means to take. Yatanawalu is taking. Mutanawilun, the one that takes. Then mutanawalun, the entity that is being taken. So we can say at-ta'amul mutanawalu. So the food that is taken. So istaf'ala, from the 6-lettered verbs we have istaf'ala. The mudaari yastaf'ilu. The ismu fa'il, after replacing the ya with mim, we have mustaf'ilun, and the ismu maf'ul we have mustaf'alun. An example is ista'mala, which means he used. Yasta'milu is using. Musta'milun, the user, and then we have musta'malun, the entity that is being used. So that's about forming ismu maf'ul from verbs. So from the 3-lettered, the 4-lettered, the 5-lettered, and the 6-lettered that we have taken today. So here we have the uses of ismu maf'ul. One of the general uses of ismu maf'ul, or the application of ismu maf'ul, is we use it as a noun, a pure noun on its own. So mawdu'un, which means topic, is from wada'a. So mawdu'un means topic. If you take it to the 3-lettered verb scale, which is maf'ulun, we are going to get mawdu'un from wada'a. The second one here, we have maf'ulun, like we explained yesterday, from fa ain alam, we get maf'ulun, which is the object of a sentence. Then we have muqarrarun, which is syllabus or curriculum. So muqarrarun, which means syllabus or curriculum, from aqarra. Then we have from qarrara. Muqarrarun is from qarrara. Then we have mauludun here, from which means child or baby, from walada. The ismu fa'il of walada is walidun, which is the parent. So mursalun, as we have used yesterday, from arsala, a 4-lettered verb, we have mursalun, which means the messenger, a messenger, the one that was sent, because arsala means he sent. So mursilun, the sender, mursalun, the one that was sent. So the one that is being sent, we can say it is what? A messenger. So we have mukhtasarun, like we've mentioned here, which means summary. We can also use ismu maf'ul as an adjective. So examples are Allahu mawjudun. It means Allah is existing. Mawjudun here is from wajada. So if you take it to the ismu maf'ul scale, from 3-lettered verbs, which is maf'ulun, we have mawjudun. So wajada means to find, and something you find means the thing is the entity is existing. So Allahu mawjudun, Allah is existing. So we have Makkatu al-Mukarramatu. Makkah, the city of Makkah that we know, al-Mukarramatu, the honored Makkah. So Mukarrama here is from karrama, which means to honor. Then, which means he honored. Then we have mukarrama, mukarramun, which is the ism of karrama, which means the entity that is being honored. So we must have heard Yoruba people, if you are familiar with Yoruba, they say o karrama, this karrama, which means what? To honor. He honored. Then we have here al-asharatu al-mubasharun, means the 10 that were given glad tidings. Basharo, al-mubasharun is a plural, so the singular is mubasharu. Mubasharu is gotten from the verb basharo. So mubasharu is the ismu maf'ul of basharo, which means he gave good news or he gave glad tidings. So mubasharu are the people that were given glad tidings. So we know that al-asharatu al-mubasharun are those sahabas that the Prophet ﷺ gave glad tidings of paradise before they died. So people like Abu Bakr, Umar, and the others. So here we have at-ta'u al-marbutatu. Like here at-ta'u al-marbutatu. We know this is the ta'u al-marbutatu. So it is al-marbutatu because this is from robato. And the ism maf'ul of robato is marbut. The meaning of robato means to connect. So when we connect the ta together, we have marbut, which is the connected ta. So we can say it is a round ta. At-ta'u al-marbuto. If you notice, there is no sign of femininity here. We cannot see ta marbuta that we know as sign of femininity here, it is because the letters of Arabic are feminine. So we can also say that atta, if you have open ta like this, we can call it atta'u al-maftuha. So the last one here we have al-madinatu al-munawwaratu. Al-madinatu al-munawwaratu. Munawwarun is from nawwara, which means to illuminate, So al-munawwaru is the entity that was illuminated. So al-madinatu al-munawwaratu, the illuminated city. So it is called the illuminated city because the city became illuminated when the Prophet ﷺ entered the city of Medina. So it was now called the illuminated city. So these are the basic applications of Ismu Maf'uul, and we have talked about forming Ismu Maf'uul from Fi'l Madi, the 5-lettered verbs, from the 6-lettered verbs, and finally the applications of Ismu Maf'uul. Don't forget to check the comment section for the notes. The notes are there. You can check them for more examples and more applications. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.